No, not really. Not really. I mean, I've been to different countries where I've had a bigger culture shock than Kenya. This is, there's no real jet lag. Everyone speaks English. Everyone's very nice. The food's great. Weather's great. Yeah, definitely some of the buildings. As I said, I think the culture, the hospitality, is similar, and obviously the language, because a lot of Kenyans speak really, really great English. And
Hello,
hello,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. What's your good name?
My name is John
Oh, John. From where?
from the UK.
Oh, nice. It's my first time to meet someone from the UK. Welcome to Kenya.
Thank you. Thank you.
So for how long have you been in Nairobi?
So I got here yesterday. So not too long, but trying to see everything
Okay.
and do all the classic tourist.
Oh, great. So you got here yesterday. So we are in National Museum. Any other place you have visited?
Yeah, so I actually went to the Giraffe Centre this morning, and then now the National Museum.
Oh, great. So from here you're going to where?
I'm not sure yet. I think I'm going to just walk around here a bit more and then maybe go back to where my accommodation is and maybe get something to eat, but I need to figure that out.
Oh, great. I think you should check Nairobi, the CBD, Central Business.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's in the CBD?
Basically, what happens today, the government has given us permission to go and create some videos for TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. So there's a lot of dancing, people creating content on the streets. So I'm sure you'll see something new which is not in London.
Yeah, how far is that from the National Museum?
It's like 10 minutes walk.
Okay, yeah, now I'll go and check that out. That's all day today. Yeah.
Sure. So what was your first impression when you came to Kenya?
Well, I got here quite late last night, so I was just sort of... my first impression, actually, the people, everyone was really nice at the airport, going through security, when I checked into my accommodation. But now, I think in the light of day, it's really beautiful, it's warm. I know there's been a lot of rain recently, but it hasn't rained today, which is nice. So it's just been great, really enjoying it.
Great.
Yeah.
Any culture shock you have gotten in Kenya?
No, not really. I mean, I've been to different countries where I've had a bigger culture shock than Kenya. This is, there's no real jet lag. Everyone speaks English. Everyone's very nice. The food's great. Weather's great. I've got no issues so far.
Yeah. At least today it's sunny.
Yeah.
It has been raining.
I know.
Yeah. So is Kenya your first African country to visit?
No, I have been to South Africa, and I've been to just South Africa, and now Kenya is the second African country I've visited.
Okay. How was South Africa for you?
Sorry?
How was South Africa? The people, the lifestyle there, the transport?
So I went a long time ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago, so I can't remember it as much, and I went with my whole family.
Okay.
So it was more of a vacation beach holiday, whereas I think for me, Kenya, I'm here doing, on my own, seeing more cultural things, so it's a bit different.
Oh, great. Have you seen any similarity between Kenya and your country? I know you were colonized by the British, so I'm very sure you have seen some similarities, especially the old buildings.
Yeah, definitely some of the buildings. As I said, I think the culture, the hospitality is similar, and obviously the language, because a lot of Kenyans speak really, really great English, and that's sort of obviously a legacy from prior sort of years and historical events. So I think that's one. But honestly, I've not been here that long, so I haven't experienced that much.
Sure. Anything Kenyans can learn from the British? I know the place it's more developed than here, so maybe you can share something for us we can learn from you guys.
I think we could probably learn a lot from the Kenyans, I reckon, and I think Brits could probably learn as much from maybe a different philosophy, way of life, openness could be something we could take. But I think I don't know. As I said, you might be in a better position to say what you think Kenyans could take from the Brits, because you'll have a better idea about where there's room for improvement. I don't know where there's room for improvement in Kenya.
You can share with us the places you are planning to visit, because we just landed yesterday. I'm sure you have a very nice plan for the vacation.
Yeah, well, honestly, other than the Giraffe Centre coming here, there's a few other museums, and there's an elephant sanctuary, and I wanted to see as much nature as possible. So I've got plans to do that, and then also to eat some traditional food, ugali. I've been told I have to try.
Yes, yes.
So that's on the agenda, and try some local cuisine. And then maybe 1 or 2 days just relax as well, and also I have to do some work while I'm here, so things like that.
Yeah.
Also.
I'm also adding on that list, you should try matatu culture. Matatu are the buses you take when you are going to town. Okay. They are very nice. So what makes you smile?
Oh, in general?
Just in general.
A lot of things make me smile, but I guess today one thing that really made me smile was seeing the giraffes and seeing nature and wildlife, because that's something you definitely don't get in the UK, and being able to feed them, and yes. That was very, very special.
Oh, yes. So you have been into South Africa. I want you to name for us just 5 African cities you know.
5 African cities I know? Yeah. Lagos, Accra, Nairobi, Casablanca, Fez in Morocco. I can do a few more, but I don't need to.
Yeah.
Cape Town, of course, is another one I've been to. Yaoundé in Cameroon, I think. Yeah. Mombasa. There's lots of cities in Africa.
You know Africa. I've learned that. Huh? Before you went to South Africa and before you came to Kenya, how did you view Africa? Because the way you show it on the Western media, I think it's a bit different from the way you get it on the ground. How was it for you?
Yeah, look, I think Africa's a very big place.
Yes.
Right? It's a massive but in terms of the size, it's much bigger than Europe. It's huge. And I think you can't take one view of Africa as a continent. You have to break that into regions and different areas. So where we are now, East Africa, with Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, these countries are maybe slightly more advanced than if you go a bit more north in the Sahel, and you have Mali and Chad and Niger and countries like that are slightly less advanced or dealing with their own issues. Then you go to the west and you have Nigeria and Ghana, and again slightly more advanced economies. In the south, obviously South Africa is very advanced. Northern Africa, again, maybe more Middle Eastern and more in some ways. So I think you can't just take one perspective of Africa as a continent. You need to break it down. I forgot what the original question is, but basically I think that my view of Africa isn't of Africa as a continent, but is broken down into different areas and regions.
So Africa, is it a safe place to visit? Would you recommend someone from London to visit?
Yeah, again, it depends where you're visiting. I think, if you were saying to me, is London or the UK safe? I would say some places are very safe, but other places are not safe at all. And I'm sure, as you guys know, that's the same with different countries in Africa, or even when you're in a country, different parts of that country. I'm sure you would tell me there are parts of Nairobi to avoid and parts of Nairobi that I should walk around and would be fine. So everywhere there's good parts and not as good parts.
Oh, great. That was brilliant. Thank you so much for coming through on my interview, and I hope you're going to enjoy your stay in Nairobi.
No, thank you very much. It's been great to speak to you and meet you guys, so thank you.
Thank you so much.